There's a drive. Deep left field, back toward that wall, and it's gone.
3-1 pitch, took a really good swing at the 3-0. Pulled and fouled. It got his timing a little bit better.
Jose Bautista is a free agent at the end of the year. That's his first salvo. I'd like to stay.
Look at that leg kick, gets it up in the air. He's hit a couple of long home runs. That one wasn't his longest, but he definitely got enough of it. Great timing.
Down the line and left, pretty well hit. That ball is gone. Mark Trumbo, the major league leader in home runs, has given Baltimore the lead.
Looks like a low fastball, sinking fastball. He's all over. 94 miles an hour coming in. I don't know how fast it went out, but it went out pretty quickly.
And Trumbo turns on one to give the Orioles the lead.
Tell me that didn't look exactly like Joe Carter's home run off Mitch Williams.
Drive to deep left field, and the ball game is over. An absolutely electrifying moment to send the Toronto Blue Jays into the ALDS against the Texas Rangers, and he knew it as soon as the ball left the bat.
Well, everybody in the ballpark knew that was gone. Got every bit of it on a first pitch fastball.
That's 2 black flips in 2 years for the Blue Jays. 4 of their 5 runs scored of home runs from Bautista and Encarnacion.
One. And a fly ball, well hit right field. Bruce is back, turns, and it's gone! Connor Gillespie with a 3-run homer in the top of the 9th to give the Giants the lead.
Ramos est toujours romantique.
Upton a raté un circuit tout à l'heure.
Et là, elle est partie!
Oh! Junior! T'es devenu senior avec ce coup de circuit. Oh! Le gérant met le gaucher. Tout à l'heure, rate un trip parce que c'est juste spectaculaire de chou. Mais cette fois-ci, de chou a voyagé l'autre bord. Oh! Qu'elle est loin.
Bautista sends one to left, and there she goes. Jose Bautista strikes again. 3-run home run for the Blue Jays. Bautista's second of the postseason, and opens this one up to a 10-0 lead.
Exclamation mark with the bomb here by Bautista.
Again, working quickly, and that one is leaving quickly. Over the wall in right center field, and Benintendi has given the Red Sox back the lead.
Cal, you talked about in the open, you can't even relax on the 9th hitter.
Yeah, no nerves right there.
This one is hit well to right. Back toward the track, and that ball is gone. Solo home runs by the number 9 hitters on both sides. And we're tied again. That ball is tattooed. Deep right center field, and gone! Jason Kipnis, a solo home run. And the Indians have the lead. The Indians lead at 3-2. Lindor goes deep to right. Back to the track, to the wall. That ball is gone. The home run derby is broken out here in the bottom of the 3rd in Cleveland. 3 solo shots.
Carl Willis out to speak to his pitcher. We said before the game, second best offense in scoring runs in the American League were the Cleveland Indians.
That ball's well hit. Deep right center field. Back in the gap and over the wall. And Sandy Leon has made it a one-run game. Ball is flying out of this place tonight. In the air to right, pretty well hit. Keep your eye on it. Back to the track, to the wall, and it's gone. Brock Holt with a solo homer to lead off the eighth, and it's a one-run game.
Cal, there is no wind blowing as far as the flags are concerned, but everything in the air to right is getting out of the ballpark.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now with one out. Played in a World Series with the Rockies in '07. Had a couple of playoff runs with Colorado. And Tulowitzki sends one into left field. Back is Gomez. He looks up, and it is gone. Troy Tulowitzki with a two-run home run. And the Blue Jays strike first again. Two quick ones on the board from Tulowitzki. And jumping on a high fastball goes Pilar. That is down the left field line. That could be trouble, and it is up and out of here. Kevin Pilar with a home run. And the Blue Jays get their run right back. And for the second time in this postseason, Pilar has gone up in the zone for an extra base hit. It was a double in the wild card game.
Excellent for them all year.
Without David Price, still led the league. There's a high drive into right center field. Carrera's going to watch this one fly, and that one is going to fly out of here. Ezekiel Carrera with a home run. Two solo shots in this fifth inning, and the Blue Jays are up 4-1.
I'll tell you what, Joe, the ball's carrying all right.
It's changed.
It's changed, and once the miss started, next thing you know, this ball is...
Darvish with 80 pitches on the board as we play in the fifth. And that one's driven left field. And it is up and gone. Encarnacion hits a rocket. Another home run for the Blue Jays. Third solo shot. Edwin Encarnacion goes deep. I didn't think it was going to be high enough to get out.
That ball is rifled into the corner in right, and it's a fair ball. That's going to score a run, and now it's called a home run. The original signal was fair ball.
What do we think it hit out there?
You see, there is plexiglass in front of a camera out there, and that's exactly what it hit. I mean, that thing got out in a split second.
Here's Corey Seager. You talked about him during the open. Harold sends this one to deep center field. It is gone. First career postseason home run for Seager, and the Dodgers take a 1-0 lead in the top of the first inning.
He tried to get in on Seager, and he missed his spot. One of the best first ball hitters in the league crushed that fastball that got too much of the plate.
Turner hit by a pitch his first time up. And Turner sends this one to deep left field. Back on the track, Worth, he leaps, it is gone. A two-run home run off the bat of Justin Turner. The Dodgers have taken a 4-0 lead.
Another hanging breaking ball, another first pitch off speed pitch.
Yeah. And even Bill Murray saying, let's go.
A long-suffering Cub fan. The quick pitch. And Baez sends it deep to left. Pagan is there at the wall, and it's in the basket. It looked, John, off the bat like that was going to get on out to Waveland.
It was. The wind was blowing that ball back as much as it possibly could. And I said this guy's power is off the chart. And that 3-2 pitch, and this crowd now could breathe a little bit.
Travis Wood just hit the 10th home run of his career. He is third among active pitchers, and that's 10 for Travis Wood, and that's 5-2 for the Cubs.
I said you weren't missing much when Wood comes in at the plate and an athlete, and he delivered as a reliever. I think the hardest thing to do as a reliever in a postseason is check in. He not only checked in on the mound, he checked in at the plate and getting a standing out.
Now the 3-0 from Roark to Seager, and he sends this one to deep right center, and Corey Seager has done it again in the first inning. A first inning home run in each of the first 2 games of this series for Seager. Dodgers take a 1-0 lead. And this one is well hit. Deep left field. Tolles back on the track.
You have to get ahead, get this crowd into it, right? That got them into it.
What a great game. The first time Lobatone comes up, hit a curveball about, I don't know, 51 feet. Couldn't break a pane of glass.
And there she goes, away back. Encarnacion does it again.
Sometimes when a guy loses the bat, you say, well, the bat went farther than the ball. Not this time.
What a blast by Encarnacion. He takes the Parrot for a ride. He made a terrific play in the first inning to retire Ian Desmond. Now Martin sends one into deep left field. That is up, and that one is gone. Russell Martin goes deep. A solo home run. And it's 3-1 Blue Jays.
A very strong finish to the regular season. Here's a ball hit high and deep out into left field. Carrera going back to his left. He looks up. This is gone. Elvis hits it over his name. Out on the big lights on the wall in left center field for Elvis Andrus. It is his first career postseason home run, and it brings the Rangers back to within a run at 3-2.
Raise your hand if you had Elvis as the guy to hit the Rangers' first postseason homer.
As Odor into center field, hit well. Pilar turns and runs, looks up, and it is gone. A home run for Rougned Odor. 2-run shot for the Rangers. And now the Rangers starting to bang away their keystone combo tonight. Elvis Andrus and Rougned Odor with homers.
And here's a drive to very deep left field, and this is going to leave the yard. Two-run shot from Rendon. A 4-1 Nats lead. Jason Worth was on that team. The 3-1 pitch. Roberts made the right move. Ruiz takes it out of the park. He called Ethier back. He sent up the guy he thought had a chance to get them close with one swing. And he was right. He'll bat second in the 9th inning. And here's a drive off the bat of Jason Worth that changes the picture considerably.
Wow.
Long gone. About 2/3 of the way up into the bleachers. And it's a 5-3 game.
As he had some at-bats today.
So, you ask Jansen to hold the fort, and instead he opens the door a little bit wider.
You know, no excuses. 1-2. Drilled to left by Coco Crisp. Back toward that wall and gone! Coco Crisp haunts his old teammates with a 2-run bomb to left.
You never know what events are going to transpire when you pick up these veteran players late in the season to try to give you a boost.
That's a high-hanging curveball. Coco was all over it.
Arrieta launches to left, and it's gone! Madison Bumgarner had never allowed a home run to a pitcher.
Well, he had thrown pass balls up by him, but this one didn't get high enough. He didn't change his swing. For Madison Bumgarner, this inning, the Cubs have made him work so hard.
Swinging a high fly ball to deep left field. At the track, at the wall, Blanco leaps, and it's gone! Chris Bryant has tied it in the ninth! And the bullpen woes, which had appeared to be fixed in San Francisco, have resurfaced. A 5-5 ninth inning tie.
A 1-1 from Ross to Gonzalez. Well hit, deep right center. Harper back up.
Talking to Adrian around the batting cage today, and I asked him, how's the ball carrying this ballpark? He said, a day game it goes. You get a ball up, you just got to touch it.
David Ross opens the third for Chicago against Matt Moore. He sends a high fly ball to left. That one well hit. Blanco can't bring it back. David Ross has made it a 1-1 ball game.
I was just getting ready to say David Ross against left-handers has really struggled against the four-seam fastball. And there they throw him a changeup. He's hitting 500 off a changeup. You sped up his bat before you could find out whether or not he could handle the four-seam fastball. So right away, Ross goes deep.
Nationals lead 1-0 as Jock Peterson leads off. Max Scherzer pitching into the seventh. Peterson, deep left field. It is gone into the Dodger bullpen. We are tied at 1.
He's been having some good at-bats. I saw him hit the double in Los Angeles the other day, and he's had some great ABs. I thought Reddick and Peterson have had the best at-bats other than the Turner 13.
Carlos Ruiz putting down the signs for Grant Dayton. The 0-2, and Heisey with a drive. Deep left field. Back on the track. Kendrick. It is gone! Chris Heisey, the active leader in pitch hit home runs during the regular season, pulls the Washington Nationals to within a run.
I tell you, hitters and players will tell you what they're doing. But he got a pitch out over a mistake and drilled it.
Team that led the American League in stolen bases, and only Napoli has one stolen in this postseason. That ball is hit well to right center field, and it's out of here. Francisco Lindor has broken the scoreless tie. That ever-present smile never broader. Lindor makes it 2-0 Indians. Carlos Santana. There's some pop to left. That ball is out of here. Carlos Santana with his first home run, his first run batted in of this postseason. And he gives the Indians an early lead.
Nice line drive that barely clears the high wall in left field.
In the air, left center field. Back at the wall, it is gone. The Dodgers with a pinch hit home run from Andre Ethier, and it's a 2-run game. That ball got up into the jet stream and just carried on out of here on what looked like off the bat a routine fly ball to left. Yeah, it looked like a lazy fly ball. Here comes the 0-2. High drive into right, back at the wall, it is gone! Grand slam, Montero, game 1 hero. Fowler charges one into right. Back into that well. This one is gone. Back to back. 8-3. He can go on tears where he is an RBI machine. This one hit in the air to left center field. It is gone. Dodgers lead. It's Adrian Gonzalez going deep. 1-0 LA. And it was Gonzalez who told us outside their clubhouse before tonight's game, with Kershaw on the mound, get him a couple early and let him settle in. He knows, based on the video and the information, what to look for. You can't cover everything against a guy like Hendricks.
Ball hit well to left field. Coco Crisp is back, and that ball is gone. First home run of this series for the Toronto Blue Jays.
This looks like a sinker that didn't sink. He's a big man, a lot of power that way.
There's two Canadians on this Toronto Blue Jays team, and the pride of Victoria, British Columbia, with the first home run against Otero by a left-handed hitter this year.
Game one here, and that ball is well hit by Mike Napoli. See you later, Napoli. A run-scoring double and now a solo home run to lead off the fourth. And that ball is drilled to right field, and she is gone. Jason Kipnis breaks the drought and stakes the Indians to the lead again. It's 3-2.
From a hitter's perspective, you got a really good idea what he has that particular night. This was a 2-2 fastball. Try to get it on the outside corner, probably outer half.
It was really the Mike Napoli show, as he was 2 for 2. The rest of the Indians were 0 for 15 until that home run from Kipnis.
Well hit. Deep left, back toward that wall, and gone! Josh Donaldson has given Toronto the lead.
He's been the Blue Jays' best postseason hitter this year.
And for the first time in 53 innings, Cleveland Indians trail. High drive, right center, at the wall, gone!
3-0, Los Angeles on top in the fourth. Well, you wonder how much the pressure of getting to third base affected the pitch selection of throwing that curveball and trusting you could bounce it. There was a low sinker that he absolutely got the barrel of the bat to and deposited over the fence.
Part of the order for the Dodgers. This is Turner in the center. Back at the wall. It is gone. 4-0 Dodgers. And the guy who hit 27 during the regular year has extended the lead to 4 and knocked out Jake Arrieta. A leadoff home run by Justin Turner. First RBI of this series, second home run of this postseason.
Top of the order, Carlos Santana. Well hit, right field, way back and gone. Carlos Santana. Homered in game 2, homers in game 5. Indians 2-0.
Coco might want to sit on a changeup at some point.
In the air to right field, pretty well hit. Bautista back, and that ball is gone. Coco Crisp here in the fourth, and it is 3-0 Cleveland.
That is hit deep to center. Back at the wall. It is gone. 4-0 Chicago. Russell breaks out.
Well, the hitters count, and they chose to challenge him. I'm a little confused on why they would challenge him 2-0 with Lackey on deck, but he was ready. Well, I mentioned earlier that they need a hero, and that is the one guy right there that can get it going for the Cubs. Russell, an elephant just came off his back.
That's into right center field, back at the wall. This ball, gone. Rizzo, his first. 5-0 Chicago in the fifth. I mean, this guy is a major run producer, 109 RBIs during the regular season, and it took him till his 8th game of this postseason to get his first RBI, let alone home run. That had to feel good for Rizzo. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts tonight. The 0-1. High fly ball in the center. The shortstop Russell, a big one. 2-run shot. 3-1 Chicago in the 6th.
This slider was less than perfect, and it looked like it might have even crossed up Ruiz. He's looking fastball away, and that slider middle of the plate. And Russell told us going the other way has gotten him better locked in.
That's down the line. Into the corner. Gone. Contreras. 4-0. How about Contreras?
I don't think he knows enough to get worried about anything. He knows Clayton Kershaw's great. Probably doesn't know him that well. The Cubs can do no wrong right now. And great defense.
And a smart, terrific manager in Joe Madden. High fly. Into right. At the wall. Come on. 5-0 Chicago. Rizzo. Type change. Here's a shot into left. That's pounded and gone. Home run. Roberto Perez. 3-0 Cleveland on top. And the quote-unquote light-hitting catcher has his second home run of the postseason. That ball was scorched. And all it has to do is get over that yellow line and left. And it looked like it hit the railing above the yellow line. Indians. And the first runs Cleveland has scored after the 6th inning all postseason come on one swing from Roberto Perez. What a night for the young catcher. High drive into right. Back at the wall. This game is tied. Santana. His first World Series hit and his third home run of this postseason. 1-1. Typically the DH, Terry Francona, has to have his bat in the lineup, and that's why.
Easy decision so far, putting him at first base.
Here's a 3-1. High drive into right, back at the wall. It is gone. Kipnis, a 3-run shot. And he busted open here in the 7th inning. From Northbrook, Illinois, and around the bases here at Wrigley Field, he's made it 7-1.
And you see what they're doing back home. They are absolutely loving this moment, as is Kipnis.
2-2. High fly ball to left center. Back at the wall, it's gone. And the Cubs are a run closer, and Miller's given up his first postseason run. It's 7-2.
One of the few bad sliders that Miller has thrown, and Fowler didn't miss it. This ball's supposed to be buried in. It stays over the middle of the plate. Kind of know it when you let go. See the spin, not the sharp break that we're used to seeing.
For the 0-1. And hits one a ton into left. Back at the wall, it is gone. And the Indians strike first in game number 5 here in the 2nd. When you ask Terry Francona about Jose Ramirez, he says he's just made himself a great hitter. And after a terrific regular season, he has stayed hot in the postseason.
Trevor Bauer, the right-hander, fires. Fly ball deep left center field, back toward the wall. It's got a chance. Gone!
That's what you do with a fastball in the middle of the plate. You hit a line drive rocket over the 368. Side and left center, and the Cubs are on the board.
This place is shaking. High fly ball in the air to left. Cubs strike first. Tape measure shot by Chris Bryant.
The way that his swing through the zone, he has that unbelievable lift. And they have been a steady diet of breaking balls. And finally, Bryant says, you know what? I'm going to sit on one. And sit on one did he. And that was a no-doubter.
2-0. High fly ball to left center. At the wall. Grand slam. 7-0 Chicago. Addison Russell came into this game over his last 8 hitting over 300. 2 huge home runs in the NLCS out in Los Angeles. And now a crushing grand slam here in the 3rd inning to open it up. Kipnis hits it deep into left at the wall. Kipnis goodbye. 7-2. Arrieta fell behind in the count and paid the price.
You know, we used to have back in the day a fine if you got 2 outs and you went 3-0. And there's the home run celebration. You got fined. But he got behind, had to come in, and Kipnis is glad that the 3-1 fastball went where it did.
Rizzo into right field. This ball is out of here. 9-2. The lead is back to 7 here in the 9th inning. And we'll see if that changes the strategy in the bottom of this frame. 9-2 Chicago. And a big night by the 3-4 hitters for Joe Madden. That's in the air to center. Back at the wall. It is gone. What a start. Dexter Fowler, hello, in Game 7. 1-0 Chicago. Well, Dexter Fowler couldn't have drawn it up any better. It's the first ever leadoff home run in a Game 7, and it belongs to Dexter Fowler. Here's a fly ball into right center. Back at the wall off the bat of Baez. 4-1. That ball was a rocket out to right center. First RBI of the World Series. It comes in Game 7 for Baez, who's made it a 4-1 lead here in the 5th. Ross flies one into center, sends Davis back at the wall. It is gone. The 39-year-old in his final game, David Ross, has made it 6-3. Without the pitching change, Ross isn't in the game. And he goes deep to make it a 3-run game again. His second home run of this postseason. Drive into left. At the wall. It's gone. Tie game. Rajai Davis. 6-6. Oh my. That's the first home run allowed by Aroldis Chapman since June 18th. And it comes with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th of Game 7.
The Cubs are 1 out away from winning the title. And Cub fans, you are going to remember where you were right now for the rest of your life. It'll be Mike Montgomery to try to get the final out. 2 down. Cubs lead by a run. Tying run at first. Martinez at the plate. A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it and throw to Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. The Cubs come pouring out of the dugout, jumping up and down like a bunch of delirious 10-year-olds. The Cubs have done it. The longest drought in the history of American sports is over, and the celebration begins. It's never felt better to fly the W. Great scene on the field, bear hugs, absolute joy. The Cubs have done it. Their first world title since 1908.
Davis, a decent lead, being held on by Rizzo. And the next pitch to Martinez, a swing and a slow chopper toward third. Here comes Bryant on to first. And the Cubs have won the World Series. A moment that many thought might never happen has happened here in Cleveland for the first time in 108 years.
It's over. And the Cubs have finally won it all. For good measure, the foot of Chris Bryant slipped on that final out, but he still threw a strike to Rizzo.
What an incredible World Series. And in 10 innings, the Indians have fallen to the Chicago Cubs by a final score of 8-7 in arguably one of the most riveting and entertaining World Series in baseball history. These two clubs put on one of the all-time beauties in World Series play.
The Chicago Cubs are World Series champions.